Alright, folks, we've got ribs. 6 racks of applewood rubbed ribs that we're going to smoke. We've got Cajun flavored shrimp that we're going to fry up in the cast iron skillet while our ribs are smoking, along with fried taters and onions. And while we're waiting on all this to cook, we've got tasty beverage of our choice, Shiner Bock. Great to sip on while you're waiting on your food to cook. Hey, Rainer, say hi. Hi. And then to control our fire, we've got diluted apple juice. It's been diluted with water.
Hi.
Say hi, Addison. Hi. There's my babies. So let's go out and see what the fire setup's going to look like for this setup. Since we did not marinate the meat, we're going to need some help with moisture on this one. All right, so for this setup, we've got our indirect fire setup. Now I'm going to go with the all-natural wood lump charcoal laid down first. We have a combination of water and apple juice. That's going to keep us moist, and that's going to keep our apple flavor in, along with our apple spray, along with the apple wood. The theme for tonight is apple-flavored pork. So, and then we're also going to be cooking over apple wood chips, and then we're going to be adding in some mesquite there as well. So that's how I got it set up. Now I'm going to do my fire. For this smoker, no chemicals ever touched the inside of my smoker. No lighter fluids, no nothing. I guarantee you, put somebody else's grill next to mine that likes to use lighter fluid, taste the meat off of their grill and taste the meat off of my grill, and I bet you can tell the difference. So we're going to start our fire with our charcoal chimney outside. I'm going to use a fire stick, all natural fire stick, and we'll get that going there. And then we'll get our ribs on, and I'll show you how that's all going to work out. All right, and this is what the 6 racks of ribs look like after they've been sitting in their foil and they've been rubbed. Now, to give them that shiny look, what I've done is I've went ahead and pre-treated each one with my apple juice spray. And this is going to keep it moist, and this is also going to give a beautiful glaze to the ribs as well. So your presentation to whoever you're trying to impress with this awesome meal is going to be epic. Let's see if we can get some focus back here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to pause it here and let's go check on our fire. Alright, so as you can see, our coals are nice and red hot and gray. And when they look like that, you know they're about ready to go on. So we're going to pour a little bit on this side. We'll pour a little bit on this side. And then we'll top it off with our wood and our wet wood chips to get our smoke. Okay, as you can see, we just lay our coals on top of the wood there. And we'll let that, so those coals will ignite that all-natural charcoal wood there. And we'll let that get going pretty good. And then we'll add our wood and we'll get our smoke going. All right, guys, here we are. We're getting it up to snuff now. As you can see, I've got my fire going. I've got my wood laid down. I got a flare up there, so I'm going to shut it. And I've got my smoke going. So now I'm going to shut this. I'm going to bring this temperature, this internal temperature, up to 225 degrees. Let me get my focus back for you guys. There you go. So I'll bring this internal temp up 225 degrees. I'll use my my apple juice to control my flare-ups, like you saw right there, and to keep my fire right at 225. Now, because I want to cook on here, I'm going to go ahead and use the 3-stack method on this top grate for my ribs. So I'm going to go get my ribs. I'm going to get them on for you so you can check it out. All right, so now you can see our internal temp is about halfway between 200 and 250. That's 225. So we're going to open it. Okay. I'm going to control my fire just a little bit here. Now remember, anything you use to control your fire with is going to get into the flavor of your food. So that's the reason why we're using the apple juice. And now it is time to go ahead and get our awesome ribs on there. And so I'm going to pause it and get them on there and show you how I'm going to set it up. And then this video will be finished. All right, and our ribs are finally in there. Don't know if you can see that there. But now we're down to about, I'm going to say about 210, 215. We're going to bring her back up to 225. You got to remember, every time you open your smoker, you're going to lose some temperature. So you really want to do your best to try to not go below 200 when you're cooking with pork. So, and just so you can see my setup that I have in there, there they are. They're beautiful. Tasty smoked ribs. I can see that I'm going to have a flare up right here. So we'll control that fire. Dousing it in apple juice so that flavor will get inside of our tasty ribs. And what we'll do is we'll swap them out. We'll do 30 minutes at a time. As the top one gets glazed, we'll move that one to the bottom. The bottom one, the center one to the top, and the bottom one to the center. We'll do that about every 30 minutes for the next 2 to 3 hours. All right, folks. Well, there you go. That's how I get set up for my ribs. Maybe one of these days I can take part in one of them competition barbecue things. If anybody knows anything around Boise, that's kind of small time competition. Boy, I sure would love to compete. Well, everybody, thanks for watching my videos, and here's to some good eating.